Yo, what's up, guys? Hey, what's up? Here's my friend. What's your name?
Lewis.
Willis. And my name is Keith Billings. And today we're going over the golden rule about life. So, could you name the number one reason we go to school?
Just to get an education.
Yes, we go to school to get an education. But the number one thing about that is teachers want functional workers. They don't care about what the fuck you do. I mean, excuse my language, but they don't care about what the hell you do on your day-to-day life. They just want you to sit there. They want you to pay attention. They want you to listen. And you're legally allowed to get your GED at a certain age. There's a reason we sit in school for 15 years straight, guys. There's a reason we go to school for 15 years of our lives. They don't want you to be too young and be prostituting yourself out in the street. They don't want you to, be getting in trouble or doing stupid shit. The main reason we go to school is so we think like everybody else does, so we have that same view as everybody else does. They want you to be focused. They want you to work. It's the golden rule of the Illuminati. They want you to stay focused. They want everybody to function the same way as everybody else does, guys. And about the famous celebrities and everybody, within the porn industries, any famous supermodel, you have to go through MK Ultra first, guys. MK Ultra is a CIA organization that basically they brainwash you into thinking a certain way. You want to make that fame, you want to make that money, you're going to go for it. The only way you're going to go for it is if you let them do that little experiment to give you the luxury, okay? You don't just become a super famous celebrity for the fuck of it. I'm just being honest, literally. Sorry if I'm live streaming. You want to get to that point. You want to have that nice house and building sitting over on the side. You got to give something in return, guys. It's the golden rule. It's Satanism. It's the witchcraft of life. You want to go to work and keep your job? Well, you got to stay in school for 15 years. The only way you're going to get that luxury, that house, that building, that nice thing is if you do that one Illuminati thing that they want you to do. It's the golden rule. Stay focused. Don't be walking around saying stupid shit. They want calm workers, workers that are going to get their jobs done, workers that are going to be able to, just not get themselves in trouble. They want you to make a living, but it's pretty cool. Do you have anything you want to state?
I really like this smart.
Hell yeah, dude. Anyways, I was going to say something else. Hang on a second. The number one reason our government is able to take power of its own people, it's because our old ancestors in those olden days, or whoever the hell they were, we bartered, we traded with the government. We've gotten to that point where now we were elevated at one point. Since we've bought things for them and they've sold things and they've made things and they've crafted things more than the actual civilians have, they're all the way at the top and we're down here, guys. I don't know if we're ever going to be able to get that elevated again. And now, since that has happened, guys, there is a specific thing I want to state. They tell us what guns we could use. They tell us, we're going to take this away because we don't like it, They tell us, I don't agree with that, because the Illuminati is now top priority. If we don't follow that number one golden rule, we're not going to be anywhere due to the fact of the trading and bartering of the government, from our ancestors or whoever they were. We're all the way down here because of that. If we never traded, bartered, and bought stuff from the government, guys, we'd be our own military. And matter of fact, Tonight's a good night. Right? Hell yeah.
Every night's a good night, bro.
Every night's a good night. And let me know of what your guys' opinions are about martial law. Our country is kind of falling. We could still pick it back up again and bring it elevated, but yeah, our ancestors made it so that since we've done stuff and we let them get overpowered, now we're not elevated anymore, guys. Now they take our guns away from us, our First Amendment. They ban certain things. Oh, we're going to make prostitution illegal, but porn industry is illegal for a stupid reason, guys. I mean, the porn industry is legal for a certain reason. Prostitution is illegal for another reason. Now that they're in power, the only reason the porn industry is legal is because it's an in-the-scenes business, guys. The reason prostitution's not legal is because it's an out-of-the-scenes business. It's not an in-the-scenes business where they can make their magazines, where they can make all this other stuff, I think it's stupid, I think if we were to legalize prostitution, guys, we would be able to have so many benefits, like if we can make porn illegal, guys, we can make the porn industries illegal, guys. Anybody could go out there and do this. Porn misdemeans women, it puts them down. You type in a certain thing, it pops up. Oh, you want to look at like scat or all this other weird shit, or you want to look at people doing stupid shit all the time. Nobody wants to see that, guys. Come on. If we legalize prostitution, there's so many benefits. They legally have to be tested, okay, guys? They legally have to go through tests. The crime population drops a little bit, guys. The crime population goes down way dramatically. Women would be able to express themselves to the government or police officers if they are in need, okay, guys? Prostitute females can't, and I mean can't, go for help if they're in time of need, all right? It basically puts them down. It makes them not feel good about themselves. The porn industry, I don't agree with it, guys. I really don't. I'm 23 and I'm a virgin. I admit it. I do whatever it can. I work my ass off for the Illuminati. I work my ass off. I get to that point. I want to make it far in my life. I want to travel. I want to be able to go places, I can't go anywhere, though, if I don't have that girlfriend. And a lot of people at a specific age, they never get that opportunity. You could be 50 and still not get that opportunity. It doesn't matter how nice you are, You could be the most nicest person in the world and still not get that opportunity, If we were to legalize prostitution, I think we would have a lot of different varieties and different selections to choose from. I don't want to just date a woman, and her come to me first, She isn't the one I would decide to pick, I want to be able to pick and choose, but still find somebody with the same characteristics of things I enjoy, The porn industry has brainwashed a lot of people, and I just think it's time for a change. I think we need to ban porn industries and we need to make prostitution legal. A lot of people don't get that chance to at least have that one little thing in their life. That could be the best thing in the world. You get to travel. Your life would be way better, I think a lot of people would be way healthier with their lives. I think people would be on the same path as everybody else in a good way, And it's time we ban the porn industries and make a difference and just legalize escort services. We need to make brothels in the United States. It's time that the government steps away a little bit, If you guys could get the petitions out there to support this idea, let me know in the section in the comments. I'm really interested to see what you guys have to say. I just think porn misdemeans women. I think there's a lot of benefits to prostitution. I think people would be a lot healthier. A lot of people don't get that opportunity that they need. I think this country would be a happier place, and it would be like cannabis. You know, it'd be like you could legally do it in your own home or wherever you're staying, but it can't be out in the open. You know, it's like it's like a concealed weapon. Say, for instance, you're legally allowed to carry a concealed weapon if you have a license. But I don't agree with the porn industries. I think it's messed up. Why do I want to look at some guy bukkake facialing on somebody's face? There's nothing interesting about that. It's disgusting. I don't find it attractive for a dude to whip it out on a woman. What is hot about that? There's nothing hot about that, dude. If you're straight, you don't think that way, okay? Unless it's my own. I'm just saying. It's time for a change. Let's ban the porn industries. Let's make prostitution legal again. We need to make it legal. We need to make this country a better place. It's time for the government to step away a little bit. Give us some kind of satisfaction here, all right? We need to have healthier people that aren't thinking about stupid stuff all the time. Because if we could just legalize the porn industries, guys, we wouldn't have virgins walking around all the place saying, this is interesting. Oh, this is interesting. No, it's not interesting. You haven't gotten that one thing you've done yet, all right? You haven't been laid. What's interesting about porn? There's nothing interesting about it. You're not actually doing what you're supposed to be doing. Just getting laid, all right? Trying to think of some other benefits that could go along with that. Yeah, just the idea of them having to be protected. Yeah, you legally have to be protected. And it's a stupid reason why it's illegal, It's an out of the scenes business. That's the only reason it's illegal, guys. Look it up right now. You know what I'm talking about. It's the only reason it's considered illegal is because it's an out of the scenes job, guys. The porn industry is legal because it's an in the scenes job, and they're making money because of it. The government isn't supporting prostitution because it's an out of the scenes business. If we can make it an in the scenes business, but still an out of the scenes business, I think we might be getting somewhere, guys. What is your idea on it? No worries, buddy.
I do like listening to you fucking rant about it though.
Hell yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. Oh, and if you guys want to see us smoke out later, let us know in the description. We'll be smoking weed. Just give us a shout out. Cradle Rock Comedy Filters back out for you guys. Yeah, if you want, you guys can come chill with us. We live on an island. We'll have the coolest time. We can party. Yeah, bring some bitches over or something. Something like that. Yeah. Thanks, man. By the way, guys, we're going to be bumping music later. We're going to be driving around, having a good time, chilling. Go ahead and hit a like on that description. We'll be talking more about some cool stuff later. We're just chilling right now. But yes, we need to ban the porn industries, guys. All it's doing is hurting people, It doesn't really have any benefits except a lot of the people I've noticed when they watch it start talking about stupid shit they don't need to be talking about. And really, what's the point in talking about it when you've never been laid, right? I mean, if we could just legalize the prostitution thing, yeah, you could talk to your friends about it. I think you're going to be a lot healthier, a lot happier with your life. I think we're going to have a lot of people that are going to be like, wow, This man really knows what he's talking about. These people, you know, put out petitions, guys, president, whatever. It's time for a change. It's time we ban the porn industries because all it does is get people in trouble, you know. They always talk about stupid shit. The wrong times, it gets them in trouble at work, not me. Yeah, I mean, what's the point in porn, you know? Like, yeah, you talk about it. What's the point in talking about it when you've never done it, you know? Like, I don't agree with it. It's time for a change in this country. This country needs to change. It's corrupt, you know? We work, we slave our asses off to make a living. You want that car, you want that nice house, you got to work for it, you know? Like I said, if our ancestors were to not trade and barter with the government, we'd be elevated right now. We'd be this, we wouldn't be down here, guys. We'd have our own gun rights. Everybody would be able to open carry. Not like you guys may agree with it. I totally understand you, but cops are like a mafia, you know? Teachers, like I said, you go to school to function. You go to school to make a living. You go to school to think like everybody else does. They want you to think a certain way. You don't have to know that math skill to make it far in life. You don't have to be smart to make it far in life. You could have a simple disability and you could be the most richest person in the world, guys. The only reason we go to school is to know the basics, right? You can know the basics and you can be the most smartest, nicest person in the world. All you need to do is know the basics. And you need to know the facts about why you're there. There's so many reasons. I can name a million right now off the top of my head. They want functional workers, guys. They don't want people running around being silly, getting themselves in trouble, prostituting themselves on the street all the time, okay? They want people that know what they're doing. If you can't do that, you're fucked. School is the most important thing, you know? It is. If you want to keep your job, you know, you're going to listen. Doesn't matter who the hell it is. You want that money? You're going to listen. It's like the mafia. You want that nice car out in the driveway? You're going to listen to your teacher. You're going to pay attention. You're going to sit. You're going to not fiddle with around being stupid and saying stupid stuff all the time. Nobody wants to hear that, guys. We're wired a certain way, guys. We're wired and programmed a certain way, guys. We're meant and we're built to think a certain way, guys. If you could think like I do, amazing. Oh, there's that nice here. Okay, let's say for instance, I'm walking down the street, guys. I run into a what is that called? A celebrity agent. Okay. Same with everything. It's just like going to school. It's just like getting that job, guys. He's going to tell you something. It's probably going to shock you. Don't know what it is, but I'm pretty sure this is what it's going to be. This is what it comes down to, guys. The agent comes up to you and he says, you want to be a famous singer? You want to be that famous celebrity? This is what you have to do. And let me tell you, it's pretty sinister. You're going to have to go through MK Ultra first. You're going to have to go through us, and we're going to have to do a little tweak with you a little bit to get your mind to think like we do. You want that nice SUV sitting out in the driveway? You want that nice Chevrolet? Oh, look, there's a Cadillac. You don't just work for it. You do what they tell you, and you go through the programming first. Same with probably the Pentagon. You want that nice car? You want that sweet little freaking limo out in the driveway? What about the nice bitches coming after you all the time? You want the hot women? You can't just work for that, dude. You have to give something in return, guys. It's part of Satanism. Look. It's the golden rule of life. You want that one specific thing, guys. It's not just you work for it. You put your blood and sweat into the pentagram, guys. You put your power into it, guys. You don't just become a celebrity because you want to get in that career. There's something you have to go through first. It's like Satanism. They program you that way. Okay, you want those hot ladies, you want the music. You don't just get to make the music, guys. You get to they either write it out for you or they tell you what you're gonna do. You don't just do it. Unless you have your own company like the Juggalos, guys, like Insane Clown Posse. They're high school dropouts, you know. It's pretty cool that they're famous because of it, but it only happens so rarely, you know. Here's that nice limo. Got to talk to that agent first. He's going to put you through everything first. He's going to let you know what you have to do. You have to put your blood and sweat, and you have to think a certain way, you know. You have to be programmed a certain way if you want to get to that step, you know. Same with the porn industry people, you know. One of their eyes are smaller than the other one, you know. You want to make that money. You want to have that power. Cool. They're going to have to put you to the test first before you can become that model. You have to give a sacrifice of you to be able to be part of them. It's the golden rule. You want that car, you want that job. Depends what job you get. You don't always have to give that sacrifice, but you have to get that job and you have to keep that job and you have to stay sober. You have to think like everybody else does. Otherwise, you're fired. You want that SUV? What about that coffee table? How about paying for online dating services? Well, you can't get it if you don't have that job. You're going to have to make that money first. It's part of life, guys. Part of life. Celebrities, it's not just like any job. It's a business, not just an ordinary business. A business where you have to give a sacrifice of something of you and value to be able to work for them. Same with some other government jobs. Not all government jobs have that requirement. It's the ones that make you fame. You want that fame, you want that money, you want to get to that point, you want to travel. Maybe you want a bodyguard. Give something in return. Have your own sacrifice. They're going to tell you the sacrifice that they're going to have you give. It's something of your value to be able to work for them. They're going to have a certain way. They're going to have you sing a certain way. They're going to write you out a script a certain way. If you can't follow their regulations and what they wrote out for you of what they want you to sing, you can't be part of that fame. You can't be part of that conspiracy, my friend. Pretty sweet, right?
Scary.
Hell yeah. Anyways, guys, chat with you later. Go and hit the description if you want to see some smoke sesh videos later. So I'm waiting for somebody to say something, but if not, you know, we'll chat later.